Well, hello everybody. Swamp Fox News, Cooks and Reviews coming at you again. If you like the content, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification button. Tonight, we're cooking homemade jambalaya, authentic. I'm going to start off showing you what's needed for the whole cook. I'm going to show you how to make authentic, homemade Creole seasoning. I always make mine myself using the ingredients, and then I put it in a coffee grinder. But what's needed for the entire cook is 2 cups of chicken broth, small bell pepper, small yellow onion, 1 celery, and 3 celery stalk, and 3 cloves minced garlic. Okay. 1 pound of chicken, bite size, washed. 1 pound of andouille sausage, sliced. 1 cup of long grain white rice. 2 bay leaves. Hot sauce. This was my brother Sewer Dog's hot sauce he forgot here when he left. Hot sauce. Diced tomatoes, 14.5 ounce can. I like Hunt's. Sea salt. Worcestershire sauce. Dried oregano leaves. Dried thyme. Smoked paprika, or this is sweet paprika, but also smoked paprika. Ground red cayenne pepper. Basil leaves dried. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And of course, like I said, chicken broth. So the first thing I'm going to do, now here's all the seasonings right here. This is all the seasonings I just showed y'all. And I like to show y'all again how I make it. This is all the seasonings that you would have if you went and bought a Creole seasoning. This is the seasonings that's in it. But it's always better if you buy them. Like all these are fresh. This stuff here is fresh. I don't leave stuff sitting around for months and months and months. I buy stuff fresh. I make my own seasoning, and then after a couple months it goes bad, I buy more. But this is always the best way to do it. So I'm going to stick this in a coffee grinder, and I'm going to grind it up. So y'all bear with me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back with you. It lets you know exactly what this stuff is now. This is 4 teaspoons of garlic powder, 4 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of sweet paprika powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of dried basil, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Okay? So let's go in. Then you put it in your coffee grinder and you grind it up to a fine powder. Or your spice grinder. Some people have spice grinders. This is really both. What I have is a spice and a coffee grinder. This is it right here. This is what I use, man. It works great. I love it. Alright, I got 2 tablespoons of butter. I already melted a little bit. I'm gonna brown the chicken with that. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of this in the bowl with the chicken, kind of mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna do that also for the shrimp. Oh, I meant to tell y'all, shrimp too, of course. There's my clean shrimp. That's what was left over from my. This calls for a pound of shrimp, you guys. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so I'm going to put a tablespoon of this in the bowl of chicken and mix it up. And let that sit there for a minute before I start browning it. And of course, you always want to wash your hands in between every time you're messing with stuff, especially like raw chicken. You know, so I wash my hands before, during, and after all the time. I'm always washing my hands while I'm cooking, y'all. Alright, you want to be letting that butter, you don't want to burn the butter, of course, but I got butter over there in the pot. Getting ready to brown this chicken. Alright, so let me wash my hands. Somebody asked me the other day, said about me using water, because I tell you I don't drink water. I don't. I do wash my hands with it, but I don't drink government water. I just don't do it. What I do a lot of times is I buy distilled water, and then or purified water, either one, and then I still boil it a lot of times myself. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. Walked off and let my butter burn a little bit. Take 2 seconds. What kind of cook burns his butter? Alright, that just shows y'all I am human. I'm not perfect. I know I'm close, but I ain't there yet. But you don't want to just try to go ahead and say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and use that burnt butter, because then everything's going to be burnt. It's going to taste burnt. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Appreciate the ones who joined in. Thank you for being here. Also, this is a small channel rubathon. Y'all know what I mean. Or follow-a-thon, whatever. Y'all go to each other's channel and follow each other. Let's grow these channels up, everybody. Everybody needs to get to 1,000, so you ain't got to use Streamlabs or StreamYard or whatever it's called. Everybody gets to 1,000, and then you need 4,000 watch hours. So let's try to help everybody build their channels. All right, let's do this one more time. Sorry, get that butter melting. All right, I'm gonna drain my shrimp real quick. Go ahead and put a little Creole seasoning on my shrimp as well. Let that sit for a minute. Because what I do, now a lot of people, the reason I do this and add the seasoning to my shrimp, like I did the chicken, and I'll actually let it sit longer on the shrimp. Because the reason why is, you know, it don't take long for shrimp to cook, okay? So a lot of people will go ahead and they'll throw their shrimp in about, 10 to 12 minutes before the final cook is over. And to me, that's way too long. Shrimp will get tough, rubbery. So I like to do it about, depending on how much the cook is going on. The simmer, how much it's simmering, how fast. I'll do it 3 to 5 minutes. That's all you really need for fresh shrimp. But so I go ahead and put some of this Creole seasoning on it, let it sit there for till the end, and then I throw mine in meat 3 to 5 minutes tops. Because then the shrimp is good It's cooked all the way through and it ain't rubbery. But you'll see people, and like I said, they'll throw it in, and then it's all rubbery. And then when you go, like if you want to heat another bowl, heat a bowl up later, you got the same issue with now you got to, when you want to reheat it, so you're reheating it again, it's going to get even worse. So that's why I wait to the end, guys. That seasoning on that chicken smells good. I'm gonna let this cook for a few minutes. After you get the chicken brown on all sides, then you'll add the andaloni sausage and cook it for about, the sausage for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes while it's browning. And once the andalino sausage is brown, at that point, then you're going to add the onion and the garlic, celery, and bell pepper and cook that for about 3 or 4 minutes. Just kind of building up the flavor as you go. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for me, please. I hope y'all like Jambalaya. AV Watchman, Patricia Walton, Spike Love, how y'all doing? Sorry if I missed anybody. I'll talk to everybody at the end. I want to pay attention to you guys, but I also don't want to overcook this chicken. Because it's still going to cook. I'm just basically trying to brown it pretty good. It's still going to cook in the stew, you know. Basically want to get some color on it. All sides. Everybody go watch AV watching the video from last night. Him and SUV News First was out in full force. They got a great video up. Y'all check that out. Again, go to everybody's channels, please, and show each other some love. That's what it's looking like so far, guys. Rounding up that chicken. I'm going to let it go about another minute, and then I'm going to throw the andalino sausage in there. Man, y'all don't know how good this stuff smells already. Woo! Good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw the sausage in there. Again, andalino sausage, andalino, however you say it. I probably don't say things right a lot of times, guys. I'm bad at pronouncing stuff. Alright, while that's cooking down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and cut my shrimp because I got not jumbo, I got large shrimp. It calls for medium. I got large and they cut them down to medium. They're easier to clean. I do it that way because then you're trying to clean a bunch of small shrimp. Why not get a bigger shrimp and just cut them in half? So that's what I do. You want them bite size, you don't want them too big. That's the way I do it. See how big them shrimp are. And I just cut them down into half or thirds. And of course they're deveined. I got the poop chutes, the testes, everything out. I don't eat that. I do know some people that'll be at the ocean and they won't even worry about cleaning that stuff out. They'll just cook it raw. Cook it, eat it. No, I'm not even good. Right. Put that back in the refrigerator until it's needed. Oh yeah, man, that's smelling good and looking good. Open that sausage up a little bit. About another minute and a half, and then I'm gonna add the onions and the bell pepper and stuff. That's how it's looking so far. I wish y'all could smell it. I wish even better that y'all could taste it. Anyway, Worcestershire sauce, I don't know if I said that earlier, but I do believe I did. Worcestershire sauce is also part of this cook. Okay, now it goes in the onion, the bell pepper, the celery, and the garlic. Gosh. I gotta remember to lock them out, I forget. And then somebody was saying the other night, I think it was Carrie Ann or somebody, I can't remember exactly what it was, they kept saying, I went back and was reading the chat and following people and stuff, and it said, she kept saying, hey, your dog's trying to tell you they need to pee. Well, no, they was whining trying to get back in, not trying to get out. I had them out that other night because they do that. Once they hear a little noise, man, they jump up, and of course they're good watchdogs. I love them to death, but they are loud. So when I lock them out, then they start whining, and that's what it was. She kept saying, your dog's telling you he needs to go pee. Man, y'all smell that. Woo! Smells so good. So I'm going to let this cook about another 3 to 5 minutes. Stirring it up, getting all them flavor combinations all mixed together. Look at that. It's looking good. Smelling even better. Alright, this is cooking down pretty good. About almost to about 4 minutes. Gotta go just a little bit more. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add the cup of rice. And this is when you're going to go ahead and add another teaspoon of the Creole seasoning. A can of tomatoes. Mix that all around real good. Then you want to add 2 cups of chicken broth. Stir that in real good. Make sure you get all the rice down in the water. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to a boil. All right, now's when you'll add your hot sauce. About a tablespoon of hot sauce if you really like the hot sauce. Now, I'm not going to add it. I have a bad stomach, so I'm not going to add it. And also, I'm going to go ahead and leave out the cayenne pepper. This would be when you added the ground cayenne pepper. I got a bad stomach. This is going to be hard enough on me to begin with all this other stuff, and the andolino sausage and all that. But that's what it calls for, them other ingredients. So, for the authenticness of the recipe. Go ahead and stick the Worcestershire sauce in. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I keep saying teaspoons and tablespoons. It is 2 tablespoons of Creole seasoning and 1 teaspoon of the Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil, and then I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. At about 6.5, 7 minutes, I'm going to open it up, stir it around, and then put the top back on. And then the last few minutes, I will throw the shrimp in there, like I said. Let me get this to a good boil. And then, of course, I've told you, the green onions, you're just going to chop some up right at the end. I like them fresh, so I'll chop these up and then throw a little bit at the end after it's ready to eat. Alright, now this is boiling pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and throw in 2 bay leaves. Oh, I got 2 left, bay leaves. You want to take them out before you eat. You don't want to serve that to nobody. Alright, now I'm going to turn that down to simmer. And I'm going to let that simmer. Like I said, it's only about 6 minutes. When that hits, I'm going to go ahead and stir it up, and then I'm going to let it go for about another 8 minutes, and then, well, about another 4 minutes, and then at about the next 4-minute mark, I'll throw the shrimp in. Alright, let me see who's in the house real quick. Well, I got a minute. Oregon Rogue, Harry Bonsell, Patricia Walton, Pugface Media. How y'all doing tonight? Sir Click, let me make you a mod. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang gummit. I did not mean to. It makes me mad. Alright, you're a moderator, Sir Click. I didn't mean to move your message. That was an accident. Wayne Rogers, what's going on? Thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate it. Alright, AV Watchman, my brother. How you doing? Glad to see y'all here. Spike Love. Alright. Shorty McSkunkin. I am so excited to have all y'all here tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure y'all smash that like button and share the video on all the platforms that you have. If you have any other platforms, I like to mess with things a little too early. I wasn't supposed to do that yet. But anyway, now see, I got this Creole seasoning. I'm gonna put it in a little Tupperware dish, and this will last. I mean, you could really, literally keep it for about 4 months. But to me, it starts losing its potency after about 2 months. So I'll use this. I use this on all kind of stuff. So I'll use this making just chicken, regular, like Creole chicken or whatever. I use it as a fish bowl or crab bake, something like that, crab bowl or something. It's really good. You can make like frogmore stew with it or whatever, or broadmore stew, whatever. People call it different things. But it's really good to make it this way. And it just tastes so much better than going to buy. Y'all try it. Go buy you some Creole seasoning already made in a jug, and then make it like I showed you, and then you tell me which one you think tastes better. I guarantee it'll be this way. Oh man. About 3 more minutes, I'll go ahead and stir that up. And then put a few more minutes on it. Now, of course, the 15 minutes is just a roundabout time. You got to check the rice and stuff, and it might take a little bit longer on your stove. It might take a little bit longer on my stove, but I always start checking things at about 15 minutes because it's about a 15 to 20 minute cook. But that's why I'll check right before I put the shrimp in to make sure how the rice is doing. Skunk Water, what's going on? Thank you for being here. You are now a mod. I'm going to put you to work. Go wrench some stuff. Rub, hug, and love your neighbor. That's exactly right. It's hard to say the other word, the SU word here, because they'll take them from you. But go love their channels. Rub their channels or follow them, whatever. Let's grow everybody's channels to at least 1,000 and bigger if we can get it that way. Louie! I've been cooking now for about, how long has this video been running? 31 minutes, but I started this about 30 minutes ago. And it's about over. But, you can go back and watch. Bob Homestead, thank you for being here. Cooking shows make you hungry. Me too. That's what got me into cooking. It's cooking shows. I know you going to cook tonight watching the football. Oh, Well, yeah, go ahead and go watch football, Louie. I don't mind. It's okay. You can always watch this later. And hey, I appreciate you showing up and just saying hi, brother. If you got another platform you can share this on, share it for me. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. But go watch your football, man. I know I'm competing. This is bad. I'm competing with the Super Bowl, which, of course, I don't watch football anyway, so it's not my sport. I hear you. Yeah, I don't. You don't like cooking, but I love food. Me too. Me and food go way back, way back. All right, we're on the last minute before I steer it. But no, I don't watch football. I'm a big boxing fan. That's my sport, and always has been. I played baseball and I played football and stuff. Now, and I enjoy that, but watching it, I just can't. This drives me crazy. Can't sit there for man, a 1 hour game takes 4 hours. Are you kidding me? Because literally it's 15 minutes, 4 quarters. So how in the world does an hour game turn into 4? I know it's all the timeouts and the stops and the plays and all that stuff, but that's enough driving me crazy. I don't have the patience to sit nowhere for 4 hours like that. Matter of fact, that flight was 3 hours and about 30 minutes long. It about drove me crazy sitting in that plane that long. And when I drive on long trips, man, it just ask Sewer Dog, man. Them took some trips together. That's some road trips. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check, taste a little bit of that rice and see how that rice is faring. Woo, man, that smells so good, boy. I ain't gonna show y'all my face because my tongue's gonna slap it so hard it's gonna. Alright, I'm gonna run it another 5 minutes. It's gonna slap it so hard it's gonna bruise it tonight. It's gonna be so good. Oh yeah. It's doing good. It's about halfway home with the rice. Smell-o-vision, yeah, right? I remember when I was a kid, they had that show. I can't remember what that movie was, or they had that on their TV show, Smell-o-vision. Y'all ever remember TV dinners? The little metal tray, that had like a little middle pocket that had like maybe a piece of junky, what they called Salisbury steak, or chicken croquette, or something like that, and then you'd have like a couple little spice apples over in the corner for your dessert, and like some peas and carrots. Oh my lord, that was awful, but hey, that's what we had to eat sometimes. My mom, she was a hard worker, man, and she took good care of us, but on her own after my grandparents died. So and even when my grandparents was living, she worked her behind off to raise us 3 boys. And we ate macaroni and cheese, bologna sandwich, pimento cheese, and TV dinners. But make no mistake, when she wasn't home to cook, but when she was home, she could throw down in the kitchen. But our lights was never off, our water was never off, and we always had a roof over our head. And it was the same one all my life until I was 18. So my mom was a great woman. She delivered 400 newspapers a night and worked at the hospital for 38 years. So I'm sorry, 35 years. I caught myself. I had to look at the time because I did tell somebody. I've been saying 38 years. It was actually 35 years. That started out at Baker and then went to Roper Hospital. So I'm real proud of her. She's actually one that started teaching me how to cook. And then I went to restaurant business management school, culinary, and learned how to throw down. Got into the restaurant business for a while, but I hated it. People are so, I don't care how great something is or how good it turned out. You're not going to go through a day at a restaurant where you don't have somebody storying and complaining about something so they can try to get something for free. That just drove me crazy. I don't understand how people can be sometimes. But that's just me, of course. Do another little cast on the rice. Oh man, this smells so good. Oh, that's my Tongue slapping my face, y'all. Yeah, it's hateful people. I don't understand it. Yeah, see it. It is looking good. Look at that. Oh, I would not complain about that. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. I actually throw down pretty good in the kitchen. Now, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I've been married and I've had girlfriends and stuff like that, and they love my cooking, but boy, they hate the kitchen when I'm done. I'll throw down, but boy, I mess up the kitchen. I use a bunch of dishes, and because I always grab a clean dish for every little thing I do. Yeah, rice is in there. The rice is in, my brother. You can go back and watch the video again and kind of fast forward to it. You'll see me pick up the cup of rice, and then I'll say, you know, you could put if you start it over, you could put your finger over the bar that goes, I don't know if y'all know this, some of you may, some of you may not, but the bar that runs along the bottom, the fast forward or rewind bar, if you put your finger over it, it'll show up, it'll pull up a little screen, and you can move it to the right. You can kind of see everything that's going on while the video's playing, and then go ahead and fast forward to the spot that you like or whatever. But yeah, you want to put the rice in there about 15 to 20 minutes before the cook is over. I'm about at 15 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead in a minute and throw that shrimp in, and then let it cook the last 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. That rice is almost there. Yep, really about the rice. I ain't never cooked bad rice. Well, I guess maybe when I first started I did, but once I learned how to cook it. Now, if I was just cooking rice, I wouldn't have opened it and stirred it. Once I dumped it in and got it to the boil, and then turned it down to simmer and covered it, I'd have left it. But since it's cooking with all this other stuff, you want to mix it up a little bit about halfway through. It just builds that flavor and makes that rice soak it up better. Almost time for the shrimp. Shrimp, y'all. Fresh. Local shrimp, too. This is local. We're right here. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. We got local seafood all over the place. We got beaches all around us. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And now I'm going to go ahead and stir it again because it's about done. Turn it down a little bit because I don't want to overcook it now. Let that cook for a few minutes like that. Alright. Let that cook down a little bit. Man, that's so good. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's families doing? Making all us hungry. Might have to try this. I have most of all the ingredients. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is really authentic. Except for now, I did not add the Creole. So some of you I will get Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I do. I might get some messages saying, "Oh, it's not authentic if you didn't add everything." Okay, you got me on that. But I have a weak stomach. I have bleeding ulcers, and it really does kill me to eat too much spicy stuff. So I did leave out the cayenne, and I did leave out the hot sauce. I did show y'all that it calls for that. That's the uh, that's the true recipe for authentic Creole jambalaya. But like I said, I had to leave it out. I didn't have to. I could eat it, but man, I enjoy it more if I don't have to. My stomach don't get upset, and I don't have to get sick. But other than that, yeah, I think you'll like it if you tried the recipe. It's really good. Right. So you can kind of, you can adjust to anything you don't want to put in there that you don't like. That's okay. You can adjust it a little bit. It don't have to be authentic if you don't like one particular thing or the other. You can make it how you want, make it your own. That's perfectly fine. Um, but I don't add it. But the reason I show it is because I just like to show y'all the authenticness of what the true cook is, and what you really need to have to make it authentically. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, because you don't, of course, when you're cooking a stew or something, the earlier you add it, the more it builds the flavor in what you're cooking. But again, if you want to add it to your own plate, that just helps your friends that don't like it, and it's still good. It still makes it real good for yourself. Yeah, baking soda. So is uh, aloe vera juice. I know that sounds weird, but you can actually buy aloe vera juice, a drink, and it's good for your stomach too. A friend of mine told me about it. I've been drinking it. It helps out. They wanted to do operation on it years and years ago, and I just ain't big on doctors. And then now they got laser surgery stuff, and I just still ain't big on doctors. I just try to avoid things that upset my stomach, but I have a hard time doing that because it still happens to me all the time. 'Alright, who's new in the house? Who else is here? Bob Homestead, Circle Sir, Circle I hope I'm saying that right. Circle If not, thank you for being here anyway. Yeah, if y'all hear the dog whining in the background, I got them locked out right now. Well, two of them is. And one of them got back in before I put the cover over the doggy door. Circle K. Oh yeah, okay. I'm so stupid. Yeah, that does make sense. If I took the K and moved it over, it would be Circle K. Ah, that's funny. It's awesome. I know, right? I'm a dense. Uh, 2 more minutes, guys and gals, and then woo, I'll be ready to eat me some jambalaya. If y'all don't watch Seinfeld, you gotta at least Google it, the jambalaya episode. It's pretty funny. Of course, I still watch Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld. Blonde moments, that is what makes it. Yeah, that's right. 1 minute. Count down. Hey, little baby. Oh, Daddy's smelling good. Smelling good, mister. No, I can't pick you up because I'm cooking. Can't mess with you right now. My friends actually called me that. I was looking up the active ingredient of Alka-Seltzer as baking soda. That was so funny. Uh, yeah, because I used to take Alka-Seltzer plus cold medicine when I'd get like a head cold in the winter and I'd be pressure washing. And that works good. That Alka-Seltzer plus cold medicine, man. Ooh, it tastes like, blah, blah, blah. But it really does work good. Make you feel better anyway. Wayne Rogers, still here. Awesome, brother. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Anyone new coming in, ain't smash that like button. Smash it for me. It helps me grow my channel. I was, like I said the other day, I was going through the YouTube stuff on your. Everybody has it. You just go to like your, scholastics, your community, and then all that. You can just look through everything. And then I was reading at the end one of the things on the pages that tells you how to grow your channel and just things. And so I watched some of the tutorials. They said the more likes you get, the higher up on the recommended you go, and then more people watch a video, and then they'll like it. And if people, well, after the show, or the ones who come and watch it later who didn't get to watch it yet, will go ahead and make just a quick comment. The more comments, and not just this, not my, even though my live comments, but the after comments, the more comments are there, they say that's better and this, that, and the other. So if y'all will help me out with that, I really appreciate it. All right. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Ooh, that smells good. Mix this up a little bit. Oh man, that's awesome. And there you go, guys and gals. Homemade, authentic jambalaya. Go ahead and give me a bowl. Try one of those shrimp. Let me try one of these shrimp. See, the shrimp's done. Let me try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, see? You can eat it and it ain't rubbery. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. We'll give y'all a minute to say goodbye to each other. I thank you all for being here. I appreciate you watching my show and being a part of it. I hope you all have a great night. I hope God blesses everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Patricia. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. Take care, you too. I hope y'all all have a real good night. You'd pour Tabasco all over it. Yeah. You know, one thing about it, I never was much on hot things anyway. Even before my stomach went bad, I didn't eat a whole lot of real hot stuff. I like flavorful foods, but not real hot. Spicy's okay, but there's a difference between hot and spicy. So, but anyway, I hope y'all have a great night. God bless everyone. Thanks for being here.